Hi there, it's Laura from Make Life Lovely, and today I'm going to show you how to make a floating cauldron. Now this is super cool because it looks like the smaller cauldron is suspended in the air while pouring out a magical potion into a bigger cauldron at the base. But I'll show you the trick today behind making this fun Halloween decoration. Here's what I used to make my floating Halloween cauldron. First, you'll need 2 cauldrons. I used a larger one for the base and a smaller one on the top. You can find the links to all of the exact supplies I used in my blog post, which I am linking inside the description. So here you'll also need some chicken wire. This is a mop handle from Dollar Tree, so it was only $1.25, and then some large rocks that I used from my yard. First, you're going to take a piece of chicken wire. I already had some on hand because we have chickens. I kind of rolled it around a little bit, stuck it in the bottom of the cauldron, put rocks on top to hold it in place and make it secure. And then I added the the mop handle that I bought from Dollar Tree. Then I stuck the smaller cauldron just right on top, nice and easy. And then I took my Great Stuff foam. This is Gaps and Cracks. It works great. I've done lots and lots of foam projects on my website and a few on YouTube as well. So what I did is I started at the top of the broom handle and I just sprayed a little bit going down at a time. Spray foam can get out of hand real quick if you just kind of let it go. I tried to keep it controlled and do just a little bit at a time at first because you want that first coat to stick. And just so you know, I'm filming here at my church. We did a Harry Potter haunted house last year that I was in charge of, and so that's what I used this floating Halloween cauldron for. So bit by bit, you just want to add a little bit of foam to the broom handle, mop handle, and you can see that that first layer, some sticks pretty well, and the angle of this part of it didn't stick very well. That's okay if some falls, totally fine. Just kind of build up on it, do a little bit at a time, let it dry, and then add more, and layer by layer it starts building and it will stick better. The hardest part is just that first layer, getting it to stick really well. So while the first layer of foam on the mop stick is drying, I'm going to go ahead and do some drips on the side of our cauldron. I want the cauldron to look like whatever bubbling potions inside bubbled over and kind of made a mess down the sides. And so I start on one part and then just keep adding a little bit more. And you can tell I'm trying to keep it really controlled and kind of small because, like I said, spray foam can get crazy real quick. And so I just added a little bit. I made sure I stuck the little applicator stick down on top and like pushed it in a little bit so it stuck really well to my cauldron. Please ignore the shaky recording. I was trying to record with one hand while spraying foam and making it look good with the other hand, so it's a little shaky. But I kept repeating the same process, just adding drips and layers over the top so that it would look like the potion's dripping out. You probably already noticed, but I started with a plastic cauldron and I aged it so that it looked older, it had more texture to it. It wasn't like a bright, shiny plastic cauldron. So I have a tutorial for that. So I'll link to that in the description if you'd like to check out how I did that. It makes it look so much better than just a cheap plastic cauldron. You can also get the links to where I bought this cauldron and some of the other supplies. So here's the floating Halloween cauldron the next day after it had dried. It's got a couple layers on it. Obviously it still needs a little bit more, and you can tell that where the mop stick is, it looks pretty like linear. It's a really straight drip, and so I'm gonna fix that and I'm gonna add more to it. And here's what the cauldron looked like after all the layers of foam. We put the first layer of paint on with a brush and some purple acrylic paint, and that worked okay, but there were little nooks and crannies that just did not get done. It worked for our Harry Potter haunted house because it was pretty dark in the room, but when I pulled it out this year, I wasn't super happy with the paint job because I felt like it needed a little more. So I got some purple spray paint and I'm spray painting over that lighter purple to add more dimension to it. And then I ended up painting on some light green and some pink, and I feel like it gave it a lot more dimension and it made it look much more interesting. And here's what our floating Halloween cauldron looked like last year in our Harry Potter haunted house. This is just a little snippet, but you can see the pouring potion is pretty big. It's pretty tall. I love the grand scale of it, and it didn't cost too much to make because I already had the cauldrons, and so I just had to buy the foam. I ended up using 4 cans of spray foam for this project. And like I mentioned, this is what my pouring cauldron looked like last year. And here's what it looked like this year with a little bit of a new paint job. These magic pouring cauldrons are so big. It looks so grand and so cool. I love all of the different colors that I used. I think it looks a little more interesting than before. And with the spray paint, it definitely filled in all the little cracks. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Witch's Cauldron tutorial. Please share it with your friends who love Halloween as much as you do. Thank you.